It's 1986. Manchester United are far from being the unstoppable powerhouse many imagine today. This is a club lost in its own shadow. Players light up cigarettes in the locker room, stroll off to the restroom right after training, and regularly drop points to mid-table teams. Mediocrity hangs over Old Trafford like a cloud, and the club can only cling to distant memories of its success in the 1960s.
And then, into this storm, walks a tough, no-nonsense Scotsman, Alex Ferguson. He doesn't waste time with diplomacy. From the outset, he declares, "I'm here to knock Liverpool off their bloody perch." At the time, it sounds almost laughable. Liverpool, after all, have already secured 16 league titles. Manchester United, just 7. Fans are unconvinced. The media ridicules him, and even the players look uneasy. From the first team meeting, Ferguson tries to set a new tone. Drinking, a career killer, he says. But the early impact is minimal. In his first and even second season, the football is dull. Results are poor, and the team looks lost. Points are hard to come by. To the outside world, it feels like a failure in motion. 3 years pass, then 4, then 5. Still no trophies. The weight of expectation becomes unbearable. In 1989, frustrated fans unfurl a banner that reads, "Time's up, Alex." The local press is just as brutal. "Ferguson's not working. Bring back Ron Atkinson," they write.
Boardroom confidence begins to wobble. United drop to 15th in the league table. Behind closed doors, whispers grow louder. If they lose their next FA Cup match against Nottingham Forest, Ferguson could be dismissed.
That match becomes something of a final. Everything is on the line, and United deliver. The decisive goal comes from a young player named Mark Robins, a moment that may have preserved the career of one of football's future icons. Just a few months later, Manchester United lift the FA Cup, Ferguson's first taste of silverware. Years later, Steve Bruce would recall that moment in time. "We weren't playing beautiful football," he said, "but he gave us a belief, the sense that we were laying foundations for something that could last forever." And right around the corner, those foundations began to take shape, with rising talents like Beckham, Scholes, and the Neville brothers already making waves. In 1995, Ferguson makes a daring move. He parts ways with a number of experienced veterans, trusting in a fresh generation of players. The press mocks him for it. Headlines read, "You'll never win anything with kids." But just a season later, those same kids secure the Premier League and the FA Cup, silencing every critic. At the center of it all stood Ferguson, not just as a manager, but as a presence. He didn't need to bark orders. His gaze was enough. He gave the players freedom on the pitch, but more importantly, he gave them belief. Sir Alex didn't just manage United, he gave them a soul. Then came the historic 1999 season. This time, Ferguson wasn't just chasing trophies, he wanted to do something extraordinary, something never done before. And he had the squad to pull it off. Jaap Stam and Roy Keane anchored the midfield with authority. Up front, Dwight York and Andy Cole were lethal. And on the bench, waiting to change the game, were Solskjaer and Sheringham. The season pushed United to the limit. They caught Arsenal in the title race, knocked out Liverpool and Chelsea, and once again bested Arsenal in the FA Cup. In Europe, they toppled Juventus in the semi-finals. Roy Keane delivered one of the finest performances of his career that night, knowing full well he wouldn't be able to play in the final due to suspension. After the match, Ferguson said, "That wasn't just a performance, that was a captain's legend." May 26, 1999, the Champions League final, United versus Bayern Munich. Bayern take an early 1-0 lead, and by the 90th minute, it looks like the trophy is slipping away. The commentator on ITV declares, "Now all that's left is to wait for the final whistle." But United refuse to quit. 91st minute, Sheringham equalizes. 93rd, Solskjaer finds the net. In a span of just 2 minutes, everything changes. The substitutions paid off, and with that, Manchester United enter the history books as the first English side to win the treble, the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the Champions League, all in a single season. He stood there without a word.
No dramatic gestures, no speeches. Ferguson simply raised his eyebrows, and that alone said everything. He knew, deep down, that their time had come again. A new wave of dominance was brewing, and everyone around him could feel it. What they had achieved was only the beginning.
By 2007, United had reclaimed the Premier League crown. But for this group, that wasn't enough. They wanted more, needed more. They had become the best. Cristiano Ronaldo, in particular, was entering another stratosphere. He didn't just race down the wings anymore. He ruled them. Goal after goal, he became the most feared man in England, and his sights were now set on the world stage.
During that time, Ferguson didn't need to say much. He simply observed and understood this team might be even stronger than the one that had achieved the legendary treble. And then, the moment came. Champions League final, Manchester United versus Chelsea. Ronaldo scores first, rising with his signature leap and heading the ball past the keeper. Classic. But then the match unravels. Lampard equalizes. The heat intensifies. It all comes down to penalties.
Ronaldo steps up and misses. For a moment, time seems to freeze. In the stadium and around the world, millions hold their breath. Ronaldo just stands there, silent. But then, in a twist of fate, John Terry slips during his turn. Suddenly, the door is open again. Nicolas Anelka steps up next and misses too.
Manchester United are champions of Europe once more. Ronaldo drops to the ground, covers his face, and sobs. Not because of the trophy, but because he had proven himself. He had become the best. And now, it was official. In 2009, United reach another Champions League final, but this time everything feels different. There's no rain, no drama, just Barcelona, Guardiola's Barcelona, controlling every inch of the pitch. United can't find a way in. It ends 2-0, no chance. Ferguson watches from the sideline, no longer the tireless tactician, but a man suddenly aware of how fast time is moving.
Then Ronaldo leaves. He heads to Real Madrid for a record-breaking fee of 94 million euros. And once again, United are without their star. Many believe this is the beginning of the end. But Ferguson doesn't believe in endings. Not yet. He doesn't chase marquee names. Instead, he reshapes the team from within. He builds around Rooney and surrounds him with warriors. Park Ji-sung, Antonio Valencia, Darren Fletcher. Not household names, but loyal, relentless soldiers. By 2011, United are back in the Champions League final, once again facing Barcelona. And again, they fall, this time 3-1. But Ferguson's response after the match is pure class. They gave us a footballing lesson, he admits. We'll remember it, but I've got a team that won't be broken. Ferguson is now 70 years old, yet he's still in charge, still pacing the sidelines, still raising his voice in the locker room with the same fire. But now he's facing a different kind of rival. Not Arsene Wenger, not Jose Mourinho. It's Manchester City, a team built on wealth and speed with stars like Aguero and Silva. While Ferguson had spent decades building his empire, City bought theirs in just a few seasons.
Throughout the season, Ferguson keeps his cool. No talk of pressure, just results. His team grinds out win after win. It all comes down to the final day. United win their game against Sunderland 1-0, and then wait. Over in Manchester, City are tied 2-2 with QPR and stoppage time. The title is hanging in the balance.
Then it happens. 94th minute, a pass to Aguero, a touch, a shot, a goal, and just like that, the title is gone. Ferguson doesn't react. No rage, no sorrow, just silence. It isn't the defeat that hits him, it's the number on the scoreboard. That moment, in the dying seconds of 2012, changes him. From then on, the fire is quieter, the battles more personal. He stops the press conferences. No more sound bites, no more feuds. Instead, he begins to build one final squad, his last great army. In the summer of 2012, he makes a move that shifts everything. He signs Robin van Persie. Arsenal's captain had a choice, join Manchester City or follow Sir Alex. He chooses Ferguson and says, "I've joined the team of my dreams." That season, United moved like a machine, relentless. And on April 22, 2013, they host Aston Villa. They're already leading, but then Van Persie seals it. A goal so brilliant, it becomes an instant classic, one of the finest of the decade. With that strike, United clinched the title, the club's 20th, Ferguson's 13th.
Just 2 weeks later, he calls the team together. Calmly, without fuss, he says, "I'm stepping down. Thank you. These have been the best years of my life." He didn't leave after a loss. He left as a champion. In his final home match, he walks onto the pitch, addresses the crowd, and says, "Your job now is to support the next manager, because these players deserve it."
And with that, he walks away, having conquered it all. It was the end of an era, the end of a kind of football where one man could carry the weight of an entire empire.